Tired of the negativity? Looking for a shot of optimism? Well, I have an inspiring story to make you smile right after this. This episode of Misfits and Crackpots is brought to you by the Well-Crafted Story Workshop. Struggling to connect with your audience and attract new clients? Transform your speaking skills at the Well-Crafted Story Workshop with Coach Jimmy Hayes Nelson and yours truly, Dr. Danny Brissell. In just 2 days, master the art of crafting compelling speeches that convert listeners into clients. Whether in-person or virtual, you'll get personalized attention in an intimate group, learning not just from expert coaches, but from fellow entrepreneurs. Don't let another opportunity slip away. Get your free story blueprint today at wellcraftedstoryworkshop.com and turn your story into your most powerful business tool. Your success starts here. Visit wellcraftedstoryworkshop.com now. You're just a well-crafted story away from 7 figures.
Hello there, my friend, and welcome to Misfits and Crackpots. Short, inspiring stories for busy people. I'm Dr. Danny Brissell. This is a podcast for those interested in extraordinary stories about ordinary people and companies. Consider it your dose of positivity and inspiration for the week. Lao Tzu wrote, "All streams flow to the ocean because it is lower than they are. Humility gives it its power." This week's success strategy: stay humble and have fun. It has been said that when you do what you love to do, you'll never have to work a day in your life. This adage encapsulates the idea that passion can transform even the most challenging task into a labor of love. It suggests that finding one's true calling can lead to a fulfilling career that feels more like a vocation than simply just a job. It has also been said that a job well done is reward enough. This sentiment speaks to the intrinsic satisfaction that comes from putting one's best effort into a task and seeing it through to completion. It implies that the sense of accomplishment derived from quality work can be more valuable than external rewards or recognition. Perhaps no one better exemplified these ideals than Howard Tracy Hall, a man whose passion for science and unwavering dedication to his work led to one of the most significant technological breakthroughs of the 20th century. A descendant of Mormon pioneers, Hall grew up in the 1920s in Marriott, Utah. This small town, nestled in the heart of the American West, was a far cry from the bustling scientific centers of the time. Yet it was here that the young man's curiosity about the world around him began to flourish. From an early age, Hall displayed an insatiable appetite for knowledge and a natural inclination toward science and invention. He idolized Thomas Edison, the prolific inventor who had become a symbol of American ingenuity and perseverance. Edison's life story and achievements inspired Hall, igniting a spark that would guide his future path. He became a tinkerer himself, spending countless hours experimenting, building, and learning from his successes and failures. This hands-on approach to learning would serve him well throughout his career, fostering a practical understanding of scientific principles that complemented his formal education. By the 4th grade, Hall had already set his sights on a lofty goal. He announced that someday he would work for the company Thomas Edison himself had founded, General Electric. This declaration, made with the confidence and optimism of youth, would prove to be prophetic. Hall's journey to GE was paved with years of dedicated study and hard work. He pursued his education with vigor, excelling in his studies and developing a particular interest in chemistry. After completing his undergraduate studies, Hall continued his academic journey by pursuing a doctorate in chemistry from the University of Utah. His time at the university allowed him to probe deeper into complex chemical processes and hone his research skills. Upon finishing his PhD in 1948, Hall applied for a position at GE. His impressive academic credentials, coupled with his passion for invention and discovery, made him an attractive candidate for the company. When GE offered him a position at their laboratory in Schenectady, New York, Hall saw it as the realization of his lifelong dream. Upon joining GE, Hall was assigned to work on one of the company's most ambitious projects, the creation of synthetic diamonds. To pursue this goal, GE had invested heavily in equipment, including a massive press purchased for $125,000, the equivalent of nearly $1.6 million today. This apparatus was designed to generate the enormous pressures needed to potentially create diamonds. Hall worked as part of a team on this project. However, as he dug deeper into the problem, he envisioned a different approach, one that utilized a better and cheaper pressure chamber. But the company scoffed when he asked for $1,000 and time to build the machine. So, he and a friend worked on his idea during off hours. While other researchers had left for Christmas vacation, Hall ran a final test on his new device on December 16, 1954. Unsealing the apparatus, his eyes caught the flashing light of dozens of tiny crystals. Hall had become the first person to successfully turn carbon into diamonds. He had accomplished what many had thought impossible, and he had done so using a device of his own design, built on a shoestring budget. This breakthrough would have far-reaching implications for both science and industry. When GE learned of Hall's success, their initial reaction was one of disbelief. The company had invested enormous resources into the diamond project, and it seemed inconceivable that a single researcher could have solved the problem with such a frugal approach. To verify Hall's claims, GE attempted to duplicate his experiment. To their amazement, they discovered that it worked. Hall's method consistently produced synthetic diamonds, opening a world of possibilities for the company. The company founded by Thomas Edison quickly recognized the potential of Hall's invention. They foresaw numerous uses for man-made diamonds, particularly in industrial applications where the hardness and heat conductivity of diamonds were highly valuable. Over the following years, GE would realize billions of dollars in profit from the commercialization of synthetic diamonds. And how did they reward its inventor, H. Tracy Hall? They gave him a $25 U.S. savings bond. This paltry reward, equivalent to about $325 in today's money, was a stark contrast to the billions of dollars GE gained from Hall's invention. Moreover, Hall found himself denied the proper credit for his groundbreaking work. Many in the scientific community believed that Hall's achievement was worthy of a Nobel Prize. However, the lack of recognition from his employer made it difficult for Hall to receive the acknowledgement he deserved from the broader scientific world. Disheartened by the lack of recognition and fair compensation, Hall made the difficult decision to leave GE. He returned to his home state of Utah, where he took up a position as a professor of chemistry at Brigham Young University. During his tenure there, Hall would publish nearly 150 peer-reviewed papers, contributing significantly to the field of chemistry. His reputation as a brilliant researcher also helped him secure research grants totaling over $1 million, allowing him to continue pushing the boundaries of scientific knowledge. But Hall's innovative spirit didn't stop with his departure from GE. He went on to invent a completely different machine called the tetrahedral press, which accomplished the same thing as his original invention at GE without violating GE's patent. This new invention demonstrated Hall's continued commitment to innovation and his ability to approach problems from multiple angles. In the 1960s, various industries began to recognize the immense potential of synthetic diamonds. The oil, aerospace, and stone quarrying sectors in particular found numerous applications for these man-made gems. Synthetic diamonds proved invaluable for making things such as drill bits, grinding machines, and saw blades. Their unparalleled hardness made them perfect for cutting and shaping other materials, while their ability to withstand high temperatures made them ideal for use in high-stress industrial environments. Recognizing the growing demand for synthetic diamonds, Hall co-founded a company called Mega Diamond. This venture allowed him to directly benefit from his expertise in diamond synthesis and to continue innovating in the field. Mega Diamond proved to be highly successful and continues to operate today, confirming Hall's enduring impact on the industry. Despite his groundbreaking scientific achievements and later business success, Hall remained a humble man throughout his life. He never lost sight of what he considered truly important. Shortly before his death in 2008, a reporter asked him about his most significant accomplishment. Hall's response was simple yet profound. "Home and family," he stated. "That's the most important." See, friend, inspiration is all around us. You just have to look for it. Thanks for listening. Join us next week for another inspiring story about misfits and crackpots. Misfits and Crackpots is a production of Success Media, produced by Terrence Wishner. Sound effects by Alessandro Lucati, courtesy of Pixabay. Thank you for tuning in. If you love today's story, there's so much more to explore in the book Misfits and Crackpots by yours truly, Dr. Danny Brissell. Grab your copy now on Amazon and dive deeper into the extraordinary lives of those who dared to change the world. Don't forget to subscribe, leave a review, and share the podcast with fellow misfits who love inspiring stories. See you next time.